The Adventures of a Family of Bears. In the dense forest, there was a family of bears that lived in a cozy den. The mother bear had 2 cubs, one black and one brown, who loved to play and explore the forest. They would chase each other around trees and bushes, sometimes even venturing out further than their mother would like. One bright morning, the mother bear decided it was time for her cubs to start learning how to find food for themselves. She took them out to teach them how to search for berries and roots to eat. The cubs were excited to learn and followed their mother through the woods, eager to find their own food. As they walked, they saw many different kinds of plants and animals they had never seen before. The mother bear taught them how to identify the safe and nutritious ones and the ones to avoid. The cubs were amazed by all the new things they were learning and couldn't wait to explore more of the forest. Deep in the forest, the mother bear and her cubs roamed around. They had spent the whole morning hunting for food, and now, they were taking a break. As they rested under a tree, the cubs playfully tugged at their mother's fur. "Mama, what are we going to do next?" one of the cubs asked. The mother bear smiled and licked her cub's forehead. "We need to find a safe place to rest and sleep, my darlings. We'll continue our adventure tomorrow." The cubs' eyes widened with excitement. They loved exploring the forest and spending time with their mother. They couldn't wait to see what the next day had in store for them. One sunny day, Mama Bear and her cubs were out exploring the forest when they stumbled upon a berry bush. The cubs were excited to dig in, but Mama Bear warned them to be cautious. "These berries look delicious, but some can be harmful. We must make sure they are safe to eat," she said. Mama Bear showed her cubs how to carefully inspect the berries before eating them, looking for any signs of rot or discoloration. With her guidance, the family enjoyed a delicious and safe snack before continuing their adventure. As the summer progressed, the cubs grew bigger and more adventurous. They were now able to climb trees and explore the forest on their own, under the watchful eye of their mother. They loved to play and wrestle with each other, often tumbling down hills and splashing in the nearby stream. One day, as they were playing near the edge of the forest, they heard a loud rustling in the bushes. Their mother quickly stood up and sniffed the air, sensing danger. She signaled for her cubs to hide behind her and waited, ready to defend them if needed. Out of the bushes emerged a large, imposing figure, a male bear. He approached the family slowly, grunting softly to let them know he meant no harm. The mother bear cautiously approached him, sniffing him to see if he was a friend or foe. After a few moments, she recognized his scent. He was a bear she had met before. The male bear had come to challenge the mother bear for territory, but she had already established her home in this part of the forest. The 2 bears sniffed each other and growled for a while, but eventually the male bear conceded and left peacefully. The mother bear knew that she had to always be alert and ready to protect her family, but she was glad that this time, there was no need for a fight. As the male bear disappeared back into the forest, the mother bear turned to her cubs and gave them a reassuring lick on the forehead. She knew that they would face many more challenges and dangers as they grew up, but she was confident that they were strong enough to face them. One warm summer day, the mother bear and her cubs decided to go for a swim in the nearby river. The cubs were hesitant at first, but with some encouragement from their mother, they eagerly jumped into the water. They splashed around and played for hours, catching fish and enjoying the refreshing coolness of the water. As the sun began to set, the mother bear knew it was time to head back to their den for the night. She called her cubs over, and together they made their way back through the forest, their fur still damp and their bellies full of fish. The summer passed quickly, and the bears grew bigger and stronger every day. They loved playing in the sunshine and swimming in the nearby river. One day, as they were playing, they stumbled upon a family of deer grazing in a nearby meadow. The cubs were curious and wanted to approach the deer, but their mother cautioned them. "Deer are not our enemies, but we should not disturb them," she said. "They are peaceful creatures, and we should respect their space." The cubs listened to their mother and decided to watch the deer from a distance. They were amazed by how graceful the deer were as they moved through the meadow. As the day turned into night, the mother bear led her cubs back to their den, and they fell asleep dreaming of their next adventure. The next morning, the mother bear woke up early and went out to look for food. The cubs were still sleeping, and she did not want to disturb them. She walked through the forest, picking berries and nuts along the way. Suddenly, she heard a loud noise coming from a nearby bush. She cautiously approached the bush and found a small rabbit caught in a trap. The mother bear knew that she had to help the rabbit. She gently removed the trap and freed the rabbit. The rabbit was scared but grateful to the mother bear. "Thank you for saving me," said the rabbit. The mother bear smiled and said, "It is the right thing to do. We should always help those who are in need." As she walked back to her den with the berries and nuts, she felt proud of herself for teaching her cubs an important lesson about compassion and kindness. The cubs were awake when she returned and excitedly asked her about her adventure. She told them about the trapped rabbit and how she had helped it. The cubs were amazed by their mother's bravery and kindness, and they promised to always help those in need too. As the day turned into night, the mother bear led her cubs back to their den, and they fell asleep dreaming of their next adventure and the lessons they would learn along the way. As the autumn leaves began to fall from the trees, the mother bear knew it was time to start preparing for winter. She led her cubs to a nearby river where they could catch salmon to fatten up for hibernation. The mother bear taught her cubs how to fish, patiently showing them how to wait for the right moment to catch a slippery fish. The cubs were quick learners and soon they were catching their own fish. As the sun began to set, the mother bear led her cubs back to their den in a cozy cave. She showed them how to make a soft bed of leaves and moss to keep warm during the long winter months. The cubs cuddled close to their mother, feeling safe and loved in her embrace. As the stars twinkled in the night sky, the mother bear sang a soft lullaby to her cubs, soothing them to sleep. The forest was quiet except for the gentle rustling of leaves and the sound of the river flowing nearby. The family of bears was ready for winter, and they would sleep soundly until the warmth of spring returned. But little did they know, they were not the only ones getting ready for winter. Something was lurking in the forest, watching them closely. As winter approached, the mother bear knew it was time to prepare for hibernation. She taught her cubs how to build a warm den with branches and leaves, and they worked together to gather enough food to last them through the long winter months. As the first snowflakes fell, the family of bears retreated to their cozy den and settled in for a long sleep. The mother bear watched over her cubs, keeping them warm and safe, and dreaming of the adventures they would have when they woke up in the spring. But even as they slept, the forest was alive with activity. Snow piled up around the den, and animals scurried about, gathering food and seeking shelter from the cold. The winter was a time of rest and renewal, but it was also a time of challenge and survival. And so the family of bears slept, their dreams filled with the memories of a summer full of wonder and discovery, and their hearts full of hope for the adventures that lay ahead. As the winter snow began to melt away and the forest came back to life, the mother bear and her cubs slowly emerged from their cozy den. They stretched and yawned, eager to explore their surroundings once again. The cubs were bigger now, and they had learned so much during their first year of life. The mother bear led her family through the forest, pointing out new sights and smells to her cubs. They found a fresh stream and took a long drink of cool, refreshing water. They even stumbled upon a field of wildflowers, and the cubs couldn't help but playfully roll around in them. As they wandered, the mother bear knew that her cubs were ready to explore on their own. She taught them important lessons about staying safe in the forest and finding food, and slowly but surely, the cubs became more independent. And as the summer sun shone down on the family of bears, the mother bear couldn't help but feel a sense of pride and joy. She had raised her cubs well, and now they were ready to face the world on their own. With one final look back at her family, the mother bear set off into the forest, ready for whatever adventures lay ahead. As the winter winds began to blow, the mother bear and her cubs settled down in their cozy den for a long hibernation. They slept soundly, cuddled together for warmth, and dreamed sweet dreams of the adventures they had shared throughout the year. And so, dear children, we come to the end of the story of the family of bears. Remember to always explore the world with curiosity and courage, find joy in the simple things, and cherish the love and warmth of your family and friends. May your dreams be filled with happy thoughts, and may you wake up tomorrow ready to tackle a brand new day. Sweet dreams and good night.